for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
The Target Series returns to action at the 1.5-mile Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. It is the Mountain Dew 300. Tyler Fink and the 90 cars won the pole for today's race. Outside of him, second is the 4, Sebastian Kukulan. Then third we have Casey Nanico, fourth is Luke Rainey, rounding out the top 5, and McDowell in the 2 car. Sixth place we have Kashawn Richardson, seventh it's Max Rossi, eighth is Lord Delano, and ninth we have Alex Fletcher, and Devon Red rounds out the top 10 in car number 40. For the rest of the fielders, Diego Yepes, outside of him is Damian Blue in the 16. Then we have Derek Hamill, below him is William Seaman in the 44. Then we have last race winner Cole Luigi, Jake Allen in the 14-hour points leader to his inside. Then we have Eli Bright with Leon Campana. Behind them, second in points Mathis Wells, Nathan Stapleton to the inside. Then we have Landon Lyons and Jay Rando with Levi Jones and Michael Gregory. Then there's Max Anderson with Jennifer Buford. Behind them, Benny Watson and Justin Lightning. We have Matt Montoya and Luke Jones with Carson Bowers and Anthony Hernandez, along with Sebastian Dupain and Jeff Bright. Behind them, Trey Rainey and Danny Lloyd, Jose Mills and Isaac Nichols in the final row as Matthew Logan, and in the 40th position, it's the 8 car of Riley Spurleytube. There's our 40-car field for the Mountain Dew 300 and the Target Series at Charlotte. Let's go on track time, fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
And 40 cars come rolling off the starting grid for racing at the 1.5-mile Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is a big race for a lot of these teams. This is located in their backyard. This is their home track. A lot of these teams want to get to victory lane here today in Charlotte. 30 laps to determine it in the Target Series Mountain Dew 300, race 10 of season number 9. It's Tyler Fink and Sebastian Kukulan on the front rows. The pace car enters pit road. The field enters the quad oval to the restart zone. 90 and 4 will take it on the front row. We're green flag racing at Charlotte. Fink to the front, but to the inside, Casey Nanico. Fink leads lap 1. 3 wide goes Luke Rain to the middle lane, and they're 3 wide for the back. But it's Nanico out front now, slides up the racetrack, and McDowell looks low in the second turn. Looks like Derek Hamill got the wall through 1 and 2. He drops back in the 33 car. Down the back they race. Here comes Max Rossi, 3 wide, 3 by 3 at the front of the field. They slide through the corner, looking 4 wide for Alex Fletcher. The 18 comes down pit road. The 18 bands to pit road, 4 wide for the race at the start-finish line. Beat and bang and off to turn 1. Still trying to sort it. Nanico gets the wall. Still in the wall. Still 4 wide. Down the back. Squeezing together for second place. Trying to sort in turn 3. And McDowell lets out the gas to let them get away. Max Rice is out front now in the 43. Fletcher to second. Kukulan for third on Luke Rainey. After a crazy first 3 laps, Kashawn Richardson in the 18 to come down pit road for some sort of issue. He's still on pit road. He might be on one of those bad pit stops where he might not ever leave. But Alex Fletcher trying to run down Kukulan as they're 4 wide for the back of the pack. And that 18 coming down pit road spread the field out. Hopefully they get back together and try and challenge at the front before the race lead. He couldn't get there. Fletcher in the back of the 4-3 could make the move. He is right there, though, to make a move at some point. They're still side by side for third. Kukulan cannot get clear of Luke Rain. Finally does in the 4 car. But Luke's doing a great job up top, just getting the nice rotation, get the run. He's right there. Now these drivers can try and run down the front, too, as Kukulan gets clear in third. Rainey's clear in fourth. McDowell's 5th, Fink is 6th, Jake Gowie's up to 7th, with Jeff Beefer in 8th, 9th for William Seaman, and Case Nanko falls back to 10th, and the rest of the field going to try and regain their composure, try and get up here, as the pack has been spread out a little bit because of that 18 coming down the pit lane. For the lead, Fletcher to the inside, Max Rossi. They go side by side through 1 and 2. Rossi, the rotation on the top side, the momentum. Where's Luke Rain? The 51 goes the nice runs. They're side by side in front of him. He's going to stay high with the 43. Kukulon ducks low with the 62. Through 3 and 4. Off the 4th corner. Back to the start finish line. 3 wide. Alex Fletcher leads, but now Kukulon jumps low on the 4. Smash Kukulon for the top spot, turn 1. He's there underneath the 62. Now Luke Ray jumps low on the 51. They look 4 wide again. 3 wide. Down the back for the top spot in the Mountain Dew 300. Sebastian Kukulon, Luke Ray down the bottom with Jake Gowan, the 14 coming forward. Kukulon clears Fletcher to get out in front. Now will he slide him out of the bottom to Luke Ray in the 51. Rain trying to get there. Kukulon leads the lap. Here comes Luke Rain to turn 1. Side by side with the 4. Now Jake Gowey looking for 5 bonus points. Jumps to the bottom lane. Here comes car number 14 down the back. Side by side with the 51. Looking for those 5 bonus points for leading the lap. In turn 3, Jake Gowey powering off the 51 of Luke Rainey. He'll clear him off turn 4 and lead lap number 8. Jake Gowey leads in Charlotte. 5 bonus points. Kukulon gonna jump low. Looking for a run. In turn number 1, he's there. Underneath the 14 now. A great move out, Kukulon. Gets side by side with Jake Galloway. They race door to door down the backstretch. The 51 stays high with the 14. Now Luke might try and go down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Jennifer B for the nice head of steam out turn 4. She'll try and jump to the inside. But Sebastian Kukulon leading the way. Jennifer B for down the line for 3rd and maybe even 2nd on Jake Galloway. They go through 1 and 2. Into the wall for Adam McDowell. He'll drop back. Down the back they race. Side by side for a second by Sebastian Kukulon on the 4 car. Jeff Reefer trying to take it over points there. Jake Galloway. Jake fighting on the top side, trying to get the run off the corner. But it is the 60 emerging. A nose ahead of 2nd. 20 laps to go in the Mountain Dew 300. Sebastian Kukulon leads the race. The battle is on for a second as Leon Campana jumps low in the 29. Looks like Emmett down the wall again, the 2 car. So he's dropped back outside the top 20 now after getting to the wall 2 consecutive laps. 3 wide for Nathan Stamp to the bottom of the 51, the 14. Got a little tight though. Leon Campana with the run off turn 4 to the 4 Kukulon. Trying to jump to the inside. He's down there. Side by side for the lead. Jeffrey Buford back in 3rd. The 60. How about pulls there? Tyler Fink coming forward on the bottom of the racetrack. A nice rotation for the 90. Down the back they race. Side by side for the lead. Here comes Jennifer to help. The 29 of Campana down the bottom of the racetrack. The 29 is clear. Now for 2nd they battle. 18 laps of racing to go. Kukulon trying to get clear for 2nd. But it's Jennifer Buford fighting on the inside lane. Sliding up. And now Jake Galloway's got in the wall through 1 and 2. He'll drop back. In the wall. Galloway points leader, drops back. Still side by side for P2. Kukulon not giving an inch. Buford gonna get right there off turn 4 as Leon Campana tries to pull away. 17 to go right here. Luke Ray on the bottom of the racetrack. He's moving forward. The 51 car. He has Max Rossi and Isaac Nichols just behind him. How about Nichols? He's had a terrible season so far. That win 9-7 is his only high point. Looking for another win here in Charlotte. But they have to catch Leon Campana. Somehow, someway, that 29 has gotten away. Now the battle is on for 2nd. Luke Rain jumps low on Jennifer Buford. They race their way off turn 4. To the start finish line. 16 laps remain in Charlotte. They're side by side for a P2. It's Leon Campana dominating so far. Luke Rainey gonna try and slide up front of that 60 car, take that line away. But Jennifer fighting back on the top. They race side by side down the back. Max Rossi jumps low to go with the 51 of Luke Rainey. Been doing that. He'll look for 2nd. But Luke powers out the middle lane. He's clear of the 43. Now gonna try and run down the 29. Halfway down with the Mountain Dew 300. 15 laps to go. Leon Campana leads the race. Luke Rainey runs in second, now for third. Here comes his brother Trey Rainey to the inside with Kukul on the 4. How about Sebastian Kukulon back there? Tight squeeze with the 88 and the 62. Look at the run for Nichols off the top side of turn 2. What a run for the 88 car off the top side. You don't see that every day. Trying that high lane. But he had to get down to the bottom at some point. He can't get down low. The other 3 wide in front of him. 14 laps remain. For the lead. Luke Rainey is stalking Leon Campana. Max Rush just behind them into the wall for Jennifer Buford. She drops back. Now they're 4 wide almost. Can anyone touch Leon Campana? Luke Rainey and Max Rossi get tried through 3 and 4. Right there, the 51th. Great rotation to the inside. 13 laps of racing to go. Leon Campana still leads, but now challenge from Luke Rainey. Max Rossi and Trey Rainey are 3rd and 4th. They have pulled away from 5th on back. Side by side for the race lead through 1 and 2. Rainey trying to take it. Campana trying to keep it. Off the top side, the 29 fights back. Drag race down the backstretch. Max Rossi jumps low, allows to the top to the 20. But now Trey gets in line. Everyone to the bottom of the racetrack as Luke Rainey clears. Out in front now, but Max Rossi jumps low. 43 trying to get there. Kukula in 5th is watching these 4 battle, hoping that they slow each other down more so they can get there and try and challenge. Out to turn 1 for Luke Rainey. Side by side now as Max Rossi jumps low in the 43. Another car into the wall. Hard. William Seaman maybe in the 44. 3 wide now. Trey Rainey out of line. It's a Rainey sandwich at the front of the field. Sliding up. Almost contact with the 43 and the 51. Off turn 4 they battle. 3 wide still. It's Trey Rainey at the left to go with the race lead. 3 wide for second to Campana. Jennifer Buford, or excuse me, that's the 16 Damon Blue that's also on pit road. So 2 cars having to come down pit road here. I believe they may have gotten the glitch pit stall as well, so they're stuck there. But the battle for the lead, raging on as the Rainies run 1-2. Trey and Luke. In their overall wins across every series, they're right now tied. One of them going to try and break the tie today with 10 to go. Trey Rainey leads Luke Rainey. These are the battles where, as siblings, as brothers, you cherish these battles for forever. If these 2 can battle 1 and 2 for the win for the rest of the race, this could be a race they will never forget for sure. They battled before. Penzo Truck Series, Season 1. Trey Rainey got to victory lane that time. But they have 9 laps to go, and can they hold off the rest of the field to even battle it out amongst themselves? 9 to go in Charlotte. 3rd place, Campana Gaines. Max Rossi and Anthony Nez go side by side 4th and 5th. How about Jose Mills joining the party with Sebastian Kukulon? Look at Isaac Nichols lurking. Michael Gregory and Jake Galloway round out the top 10. They're side by side. Just behind them is Alex Fletcher. The front of the field a little spread out. Trey Rainey trying to pull away from his brother Luke. 8 to go right here at the start finish line. Trey Rainey leads the Mountain Dew 300. But can anyone challenge him? Can his brother do it? Campana gaining again. A great corner for the 29. Getting to the back of the 51. Down the back they race. It's these 3 right now. But Anthony Hernandez in 4th is coming, along with Max Rossi. Again, Campana, a great corner, gets to the inside of the 51, but couldn't quite pull it off. 7 laps remain. Who wins the Mountain Dew 300? Can Trey Rainey fend off the rest of the field for 7 more laps? Can Luke Rainey find a way around? It'd be Luke's 2nd win of the season if he can get it done. Trey's looking for his 1st. Through 3 and 4. Again, rotation out of the 29. Gets to the inside of the 51. That's going to slow them down, allow Trey to try and pull away. 6 laps remain in Charlotte. And with that being side by side, can 4th place Anthony Hernandez close in the 3 car. Through 1 and 2, the 29 trying to take it from the 51. The 51 trying to keep it. They go side by side down the back. Trey's pulling away. Trey loves seeing that side by side. He just pull away. Leon Campana going to take it off turn 4 now. 5 laps to go to run the 20 down. Yellow flag would end the Mountain Dew 300 early. 5 to go for Trey Rainey. Look at the 29 running down the draft. He's had the faster car the last few laps. But now he goes wide through 1 and 2. Luke Rainey closing in the 51. Down the back they race. Oh, they've wrecked! The yellow flag is out! It's a hard contact! This will be the race! Trey Rainey trying to beat them back to the yellow flag. He's gonna! Trey Rainey, in all likelihood, is gonna win in Charlotte. Hard crash. It looked like the 39 was involved with Carson Bowers. He was. It looked like he got sledgehammered by the 42 of Cole Luigi, and he did. Caution flag is out. It is over in Charlotte as a massive crash has taken a few cars out of the race late. Let's go see the reason for our final, or only and last yellow of the Mountain Dew 300. Late in the race, drivers are getting antsy, trying to get every spot they can right here. 3, 1, and 2. Carson Bowers in the middle of the racetrack, the 39. He's going to slide up too far. Gets in the one Mathis Wells, sends him into the wall. 39 goes around hard, spinning around, backwards now. And then he's going to come down the racetrack, and it's going to be Cole Luigi that just wallops the 39 right here. It's 39 sliding down. The 42 tries to go high, and right there, Casey Nat goes well, hits 39. Hard hit for Bowers, almost upside down for the driver of the 39. A terrible crash for Carson Bowers. Yeah, and I think the problem with Cole Luigi was he was fine where he was, and then he saw the 39 didn't hold the brake and just come down the racetrack, tried to go high around. Right there, you can see 39 started to come down. Luigi thought to go high, just couldn't go high enough. That was a hard hit. Another look at it. And just watch the 39, how he comes down the racetrack, didn't hold the brake, and then starts coming down. And right here, that 42 had a choice to make. And he tried to get away from him, just could not get it done. Leading them back to the caution flag, Trey Rainey in the 20 is going to reign supreme here in Charlotte. He has to make it 2.5 more laps. We'll come back at the checkered flag for the Joe Gibbs Racing driver. Trey Rainey is pacing through 3 and 4 and is going to come off turn 4 and win the Mountain Dew 300 at Charlotte. As you look at the drivers out, Damien Blue's on pit road. It was a camshaft issue that put the 16 out. And then Carson Bowers, Casey Nacco, and Cole Luigi are all out from the crash. Kashan Richard tough break for the 18 coming on pit road early, got the glitch pit stall, and it was on from there. But 35 cars are going to finish on the lead lap. Checkered flag is in the air. The winner of the Mountain Dew 300 is going to be the 20-car Trey Rainey. He dominated late in the race. No one could get by him. The yellow flag came up before anyone could. Trey Rainey wins the Mountain Dew 300 at Charlotte, the Target Series. Trey Rainey is the winner here in Charlotte for the Target Series Mountain Dew 300. Let's go see the finishing results. Here's how they finished the Mountain Dew 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 8 lead changes, 8 different drivers leading up to today in Charlotte. As it's Trey Rainey starting 35th and reigning supreme, leading 12 laps most of anyone to get the victory lane here today. Leon Capano led 6 laps, ends up in 2nd. Luke Rainey led 1 lap, he ends up in 3rd. Anthony Hernandez in 4th, and Jose Mills rounds out the top 5. Isaac Nichols, a well-needed top 10 at 6th for him. It's his 2nd top 10 of the season, his first being the win in ISM. 7th for Sebastian Kukulon, 8th for Jake Gowie, extends his points lead to over 100 points. 9th for Max Rossi, and Michael Gregory rounds out the top 10 of the 52. Look at the top 20. Nathan Stapleton 11th, 12th for Matt Montoya, 13th for Alex Fletcher, 14th Max Anderson, 15th for Jeff Bright. Tyler Fink from the pole ends up in 16th, Justin Lightning 17th, Jennifer Buford 18th, Danny Lloyd 19th, and Devon Red rounds out the top 20. Eli Bright ends up in 21st, Sebastian Dupayne 22nd, 23rd for Luke Jones, 24th Matthew Logan, Derek Hamill 25th, then William Seaman in 26th, Benny Watson 27th, 28th Adam McDowell, 29th Jay Brando, and Land Lyons ends up in the 30th position. Levi Jones 31st, 32nd Diego Pez, 33rd Riley Spraytube, 34th Mathis Wells, Lord Lau in 35th, and the rest of the drivers on down out. Cole Luigi, Casey Nacco, Carson Bowers, Damian Blue, and Kashan Richardson. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points 10 races into the Target Series season number 9. Jake Galloway on top, looking for back-to-back Target Series championships. He's 103 up on Justin Lightning, who is now 2nd in points. Trey Rainey with the win here today, moves up to 3rd. 4th for Mathis Wells. 5th is Max Rossi. Kashan Richardson in 6th. Michael Gregory 7th. 8th is Landon Lyons. Cole Luigi is 9th. And Leon Capana rounds at the top 10 in the 29. We look at the top 20. Nathan Stapleton is 11th, Riley Spraytube in 12th, 13th for Luke Jones, 14th Jennifer Buford, Matt Montoya is 15th, Luke Rainey in 16th, Jose Mills 17th, Eli Bright 18th, William Seaman 19th, and Anthony Hernandez rounds out the top 20. Our wildcard spots. William Seaman with his 2 wins is currently 19th in points. He's on the bubble, being able to use those wins right now. He is in to use those wins. And Nathan Stapleton 11th in points. He also has a wildcard spot. So Luke Rainey, even though with the win in 16th, it's not enough for the wildcard. He has to hope Stapleton bumps in and knocks a non-winner out. Seaman falls out, or Rainey can try and point up and try and get ahead. But This is the beauty about this wildcard system. It's crazy. You never know who's getting the wild card until the very end of the regular season. Danny Lillard just below the top 20 and 21st. Casey Nack goes 22nd with his win. 23rd for Benny Watson. 24th for Sebastian Kukulon. And Damian Blue is 25th. Matthew Logan, Devon Red, Sebastian Dupain, Levi Jones, and Jay Render are also inside the top 30. Derek Himmel, Max Anderson, Adam McDowell, Tyler Fink, Alex Fletcher, Diego Lopez, Jeff Bright, Isaac Nichols with his second top 10 moves up. That win at the ISM could come in handy if he could be further up in the points. Then Lord Delano and Carson Bowers are down at the bottom of the points. So we'll see how race number 11 goes. In the Target Series Season 9, we go 1.5 mile racing again, this time out in Texas for the Nationwide 300. I will see you guys then.